Hello, I'm Julia Mwesigwa, a Senior Research Officer at PATH. Thank you for your interest in the Global Nutrition Report. This video will show you how to complete our online survey, which supports progress reporting on registered nutrition commitments in the Nutrition Accountability Framework, or the NAF Tracker. This walkthrough will give you an overview of the different parts of the form and what you will need to fill in where. You will start by signing into the Global Nutrition Report website. The sign-in will be for the authorized user. This is usually the person who made the account. If you need to update your authorized user, you can find the information on the Global Nutrition Report website for how to change it. Once you sign in, your NAF commitments will pre-populate. You will go to the Actions column on the right side of the page and click Report Progress. That will take you to the instructions on how to report your progress. And once you have read through those, you will click Continue. Before starting the survey, you'll be asked to confirm your contact information, both for the authorized representative who signed in, as well as an alternative point of contact and the general email address if your institution has one. If you don't need to make any changes or enter new information, you can check the box that reads, I am satisfied with my current contacts. Next, you'll click Continue. From there, you'll reach a page that lists all the goals under the commitment on which you're reporting progress. I have 4 goals here to report progress on. To report progress, you simply click on the goal you want to report on, and you'll be taken to this page, and the information under number 1 will be pre-populated with your goal information. Though the form does allow for additional description to be added if it's missing from the pre-populated box. After you confirm the information on the specific goal, you will get to the questions on the state of the assessment. The first is, have you assessed the indicator? And if yes, does that indicator correspond to a financial commitment? Financial commitments can be monetary values, increases in expenditures, allocations, etc., etc. If you have assessed and it is financial, that is going to take you to section 4, which is specific for financial goals. In section 4, the items viewed will depend on your answer to this question about the original commitment goal and the subsequent questions. So it is important that your answer to this first question in section 4 matches the provided definitions for allocations and commitments or disbursements and actual expenditures. Now let's look at disbursements and actual expenditures. Throughout section 4, you'll be asked specific questions based on your responses to the previous questions, and you should fill those in accordingly. Then you'll be asked about the amounts for different sectors, but if you do not have that information, you could just say no. Throughout the survey, proceed as applicable for your goal. Important note, regardless of the section or question, where there is an option for other, please make sure to write in your answer. Now that you have moved from section 4 to section 6, section 6 and beyond is reflected for all goals. First, you'll begin with the frequency, and then you'll move to section 7, which is for the other tracking mechanisms used. Some examples are included in the question, but if you have others, please feel free to put them in the text box below. Section 8 is about dimensions of equity. This section is important because the Global Nutrition Report wants to ensure when goals are specifically supporting marginalized groups or population groups are more severely affected by malnutrition, that the survey is able to capture and reflect on those concentrated efforts. There are a lot of options here on different population groups, and one or more of these can be selected depending on the targets of your goal. And an optional text narrative can also be added. Section 9 is about the barriers and constraints impacting progress. This section has two questions. The first, specifically requesting information on whether political instabilities, conflicts, or epidemics, including the COVID-19 epidemic, had any progress for the goal. Any response other than no impact will generate additional questions on how that instability affected progress, as well as further explanations as needed. The second question in section 9 is about barriers and constraints besides political instabilities and epidemics. Anything not captured in the previous question can be captured here. Like in the previous question, any response other than no impact will generate further questions. Section 10 is about opportunities for accelerating progress towards the goal. This can be additional financial or political support or any partnerships. If yes, you'll be asked what type of opportunities were available and how they were leveraged and what impact they had on progress. Like the previous sections, you will have impact options, but in this instance, no additional questions populate. Section 11 is for providing additional information on your goal. It could be a change in the wording that's requested for the goal, or a general update on the progress that you feel has not been captured by the previous questions. This question is optional and it's up to you. Section 12 is our final question. It's looking for additional information. If the commitment goal has come to a conclusion, this question shows for all goals, even if they are not supposed to be completed by the time the progress reporting begins. This allows any commitment maker to mention if any goal has completed early or completed on time, but they haven't reported progress since its completion. Like the previous question, this is optional and no text is required. Once that information is completed, you will click Submit. Once you submit, you will arrive at this landing page that thanks you for reporting progress. On the actual reporting progress page, there will be another button that says Report Progress on an additional goal. Clicking that will take you back to the first page you saw after signing in with your list of goals. That concludes our tour of the Global Nutrition Reports online survey for reporting progress against your NAF commitments. Thank you for watching.